Imagine yourself 10 years from today. Are you stressed about a cooling engine light, or are you waking up with the peace of knowing your future is already paid for? I started at 25. Back then, I felt like I was sprinting just to catch up to the 18-year-olds who started earlier. That delay felt like a heavy backpack I couldn't shake. But here's the truth. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Welcome to the Money Talk. I'm Amy, and today we're building your decade. I didn't grow up with a financial education. I didn't have a teacher or even a parent guiding me. But what I did have was faith, and I had a hunger to learn. And that's what I want for you. Practical steps that don't depend on luck or late starts. I'll walk you through 7 decisions that shaped not just my wealth, but my peace. And that could shape your next decade. If you get value, please subscribe, because the Money Talk is about faith-led, long-term wealth, not hype. Decision number 1, invest in ownership, not just consumption. When I was 25, I realized something simple. Every dollar I spent on short-term pleasures, whether a new gadget or a fancy outfit, was a missed opportunity. So practically, I started small. I opened a brokerage account with just $100 a month. No big risk, just a steady step. And that $100 over time became $500, then $1,000. What you own grows. I bought index funds, focusing on S&P 500 ETFs, not flashy picks. Decision number 2, cultivate patience with numbers. I remember calculating it. If I invested $200 a month at 8% return by 35, I would have about $50,000. If I waited until 30, even doubling that amount later, I'd never catch up. So, practically, I set reminders every month, not just to invest, but to track my progress. And remember, patience doesn't mean no action. It means consistent, small steps. Decision number 3, guard your circle. How to start. When I looked around me, I realized most of my early friends didn't value delayed gratification. So, I started following podcasts. Think of people like Ramit Sethi or The Dave Ramsey Show. I joined local groups, even online communities like Bigger Pockets, where real estate investors share strategies. And remember, you don't need a huge circle, just a few trusted voices who encourage patience and wisdom. Decision number 4, guard against impulse. Practical steps. I got intentional. Every time I felt that rush, like when I wanted a $50 impulse purchase, I paused. I set a 24-hour rule, and I tracked it. A $7 coffee every day adds up to $2,555 a year. So, I set a budget. 10% of every paycheck goes to fun, but 90% to wealth building. And that gave me control. Decision number 5, invest in yourself. Action steps. I still remember choosing a $20 online investing course when I was 26. It wasn't big, but it was a shift. I learned about dollar cost averaging, how to read balance sheets, and how to set a budget. Every skill I learned became a seed that grew. And today, I earn more not because I work harder, but because I learned to build on what I knew. Decision number 6, take calculated risks, practical steps. When I decided to take a risk, I started small. For instance, at 27, I set aside $150 a month to invest in a new skill, digital marketing. I watched free YouTube videos first, then invested in a $500 course. Within a year, I had a side project that brought in an extra $400 a month. It wasn't overnight, but it was a calculated move, and it gave me options. And here's what faith teaches us. It's not about reckless leaps, but trusting that God blesses steady, thoughtful action. Decision number 7, start before you feel ready. A simple first step. When I finally took that first step, it was tiny. I started by setting a weekly money habit. I tracked every dollar, no matter how small, on an app like YNAB, You Need a Budget. I committed to just 10 minutes a day, and within months, I understood where every dollar went. So start by tracking. It's a small habit, but it's the foundation of confidence. When I look back, I realize I didn't need a big lucky break. I needed small, steady steps, guided by faith and anchored in wisdom. And you can do this too. The next 10 years will come whether you plan or not. The question is, will you shape them with intention or let them slip by? If this spoke to you, I invite you to subscribe to The Money Talk. This channel is about faith, long-term wealth, and wisdom, not overnight success. And if you got value, then give this video a thumbs up, because the earlier you start, the more freedom you build. Let's walk this next decade together with faith and wisdom.